Welcome to the Beyond Imagination Minute with author and speaker Shana Schutte.
If there was ever a picture of how evil operates and escalates to attempt to sabotage God's work, it's in the pages of Nehemiah. When Nehemiah first approached King Artaxerxes and asked for permission to go to Jerusalem to rebuild the city wall that had been burned by fire, Sanballat heard the news and was disturbed. Then, when Nehemiah and the Jews actually began the rebuilding project, Sanballat and his friend Tobiah mocked and ridiculed them. As the building project progressed, Sanballat's irritation grew and he became angry and greatly incensed. Note, being disturbed has given way to stronger emotion. His mocking also continued. He said things like, "What are those feeble Jews doing?" But Nehemiah pressed on. He wrote, "So we rebuilt the wall till all of it reached half its height, for the people worked with all their heart." Now, because mocking and insulting and anger didn't work, Sanballat and his cronies had to come up with something more sneaky. So they plotted together to stir up trouble against Jerusalem. Plotting didn't work either. Instead, Nehemiah and the Jews rebuilt the wall so there was not a gap left in it. When Sanballat and his group realized nasty wasn't working, Scripture says they schemed to harm Nehemiah by sending him 5 notes with a hint of alarm that would require him to come away from working on the wall. But Nehemiah practiced discernment, saw through this nice manipulative distraction, and continued on. Finally, Sanballat and his buddies pulled out blatant deception when they hired a man to prophesy a lie to Nehemiah saying that he was going to be killed, so he should stop working and hide in the temple. But smart Nehemiah refused to be bullied and kept on to finish the wall. So here's how Sanballat's tactics break down. First, he was disturbed. Then, along with his friends, he mocked and ridiculed Nehemiah and the Jews. Next, he was greatly incensed and continued mocking. After that, he started plotting with his buddies. When that didn't work, they resorted to scheming by being nice and manipulative and distracting. Finally, they were downright deceptive and used a fear tactic. So here's my point. The battle will heat up when you are farther than you have ever been in accomplishing God's plans and purposes. Expect opposition, and like Nehemiah, practice discernment. Don't give up or be intimidated by criticism, mocking, scheming, plotting, manipulation, or fear tactics, and keep your eyes open for distractions, and then press on.
To receive more information about Shana Schutte and to listen to Beyond Imagination Minute archives, visit shanaschutte.com.
Hi, this is Shana Schutte. For spiritual refreshment and encouragement, check out Just Between Us magazine. It's a magazine for women. You'll want to visit justbetweenus.org. That's justbetweenus.org.